Fridays around here always get excited about having some great food and talking about great food, but we are more excited because now Winnie is here in person.
Yay! I'm at the desk. I'm at the desk.
The crowd goes wild.
Well, we love switching it up. You're always bringing in incredible chefs, baristas, people making drinks, a lot of great things going on around Central Iowa, but we have to talk about a new restaurant.
I can't think of a restaurant in this past year that has created quite the buzz as this new restaurant, Lurra Cocina.
Okay.
Lurra Cocina.
Yeah, and Lurra means
what does that mean?
Earth.
Earth.
And it's in Basque, you know, and I speak Basque, or at least Google does. No, Lurra means earth, and cocina is Spanish for kitchen. So it's earth kitchen, and they sort of have a farm to table, or, you know, at least a fresh and local sort of bent. But it's Spanish food, which is, I don't know if we have had a restaurant, there we go. I don't know if we've had a restaurant that's focused on Spanish food. That's the interior. It's one of those old buildings on Locust Street, kind of between Meredith Corporation and Centro, and it, you know, sort of has that really cool, you know, old, you know, new look inside, but you know, within the sort of, you know, old building. Great Spanish wines, fabulous bar, really cool craft cocktails. And as you can see, the little plates there, those are the tapas plates.
Oh, okay.
So you know, you get little bits, and you get a platter of some food.
I thought those were doilies for a second.
And you share it, you know, with people at the table.
So is that the kind of restaurant it is? Is it tapas?
Well, it is. They have tapas, and I think that's their specialty. But I have a new word for you.
Oh.
A new word for you to learn. Can we get that up there? What do you think that is? How would you say that? I'm quizzing you.
Pintos?
Isn't that a crazy looking word? It's another Basque word.
Pinzos.
Yeah, it's pinchos is what they call it.
Pincho.
And it comes from a Basque term for like a skewer or a toothpick. It means little bar bites that are served on toothpicks or skewers.
Mini shish kebabs.
Mini shish kebabs, yeah. And so they have pinchos, which are basically tapas. Not all of them are served on pinchos, but traditionally they're served on the skewers. And so you have a lot of fun little bites. I had a really delicious olive anchovy, fresh anchovies, which are really interesting, different than canned anchovies, and olive all on one little skewer, and you sort of, you know, eat it all at once, and you get all these great flavors in your mouth. It was really lovely. It was wonderful.
So you were able to test it out before the grand opening?
No, I did. I went to the grand opening.
Oh, you went to the grand opening?
Yes, and they kind of had it dialed in. I was really thrilled. I thought the service was good for a first night, for a brand new place, and it just had a great vibe, a terrific buzz. I had paella, which was nice.
Now explain what that is.
Oh, paella is the Spanish rice dish that always has, you know, generally has seafood in it, and then they usually put in sausage and sausage and chicken as well. So it's just this, you know, lovely casserole-like dish that has lots of yummy, warm flavors, and it's a great dish, traditional coastal cuisine in Spain. And what else? Oh, I had stuffed dates with little bits of chorizo, or it wasn't chorizo, but it was a spicy sausage, and those were excellent. Just really fun. I think it's the type of place you want to go with friends and order just a lot of different things and have little bits and bites of this and that. It was lovely. Let's see what else. Oh, and you've got to try the craft cocktails. I stuck with sangria. I love sangria, really good sangria. And one of the owners told me that it was his personal recipe, and that he had put some nice spices and fruits and red wine and a little bit of spiced rum. And it was just one of the best sangrias. It had that warmth, plus it was super refreshing and good price. You know, they don't stick it to you on the wines, which I always like. Wines start at like $7 a glass versus some places you're going now it's $12
I say 12 bucks, I heard, yeah. Which
is kind of $15 after tax and tip, which I always point out. And that's getting to, you know, you have 2 glasses of wine, you're spending more on wine than you are on food. So I really appreciated that this place, you know, kept its wine prices at a manageable level.
When you were talking with the owners, did they tell you why they wanted to have a restaurant of this style? I mean, obviously there isn't one around. But.
Right. I think mostly they loved the cuisine. The chef is Nick Illingworth, and he has cooked at Blue Tomato Kitchen and a few other places around town. But he has traveled to Spain, and he was just very inspired by the cuisine there. And one of the owners, let's see, I have his name here. Mike Crownover, he has been very inspired by various restaurants in New York and Chicago. It's kind of a trending, people are really getting into Spanish food right now. So I think he was just very inspired, like, why can't we do this in Des Moines? And why not indeed? Spanish cuisine is really sophisticated. It takes, sort of like, earthy, rustic flavors, but ratchets them up a notch, and just lovely food. I was just so impressed with what they were trying to do and where they're going, because nobody's doing this in town, and also it's just got that sort of see and be seen vibe. It's got that big city sort of thing going on. So it's just another great addition to the local restaurant.
Now, where is
scene.
this place located?
Well, it is between. It's on Locust Street. If you know where Americana is, it's a little bit west of
West
that.
of there. Okay, so in a very upcoming area of town, downtown, to go check out a brand new place. So remind us what Lurra, which means
Lurra,
earth.
Cocina,
Kitchen. Which is kitchen. So earth, kitchen, and that new word you taught us today?
Pinchos.
Pinchos.
Exactly.
Which are
those little
mini shish kebabs.
That's a great way to put it. You should be the food writer.
No.
Shish kebab.
That's your specialty, so wonderful. Well, that's a really interesting place.
It is.
And are they open for lunch or just for dinner?
Right now, they're open just for dinner, but I think they're going to roll out some lunch when they get going. But I think they're open 7 nights a week, so you can go there on a Sunday night, which is great. So, but check the website. Things change, I think, a lot with a new restaurant and when they're trying to get their footing.
Now, what if people want to follow up and see what you're doing? Where can they follow you?
You can always find me on All Things Food DSM. That's where I post a lot of things that I'm doing and things I'm eating and wonderful food finds around.
Okay,
so thanks for asking.
Yeah.